And that is, how does the I-140 process differ for EB1, EB2, EB3 categories? And if you can share examples where strategic decisions between these categories significantly impacted the outcome as well.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, really the major differences, right, is at least for EB1 versus EB2 and EB3, right? I'm going to keep EB2 and EB3 separate from EB1, is the priority date, right? That's a big difference, right? Priority dates for EB1A, EB1C tend to move along much more quickly compared to EB2 and EB3 categories. And again, it's because you have fewer and fewer people that qualify in EB1, right? Um, EB1A, the benefit there is that it's eligible for a self petition. So that means, you can file it on your own, with the help of an attorney. You want to develop all of your project details accordingly. You want to make sure you satisfy the criteria. But the beauty of it is you can apply for it on your own. You don't need employer sponsorship. Whereas EB1C, EB2, and EB3 categories, they must be employer sponsored. So without employer support, you really can't, just go ahead and file in those categories on your own. Um, in terms of strategic decisions, some of the trends that I've seen, at least in part because of all of the retrogressions that have been happening, at USCIS and like those processing times are, I've seen a lot of folks come to me in the EB2, EB3 categories whose priority dates were current. They weren't able to get their green card. And they're trying to, understand, like, do they qualify for an EB1A, right? And the reason is because they can port their priority date and they can get in line for the green card faster. And, that at least gives you some sort of resolution to your immigration process. Over the last year, I've probably filed a dozen or so EB1A cases for individuals in that exact boat, right? Um, Another trend that I noticed were, back in 2020, as I was explaining, right? The EB3 categories had their priority dates move much faster. And you saw a lot of people downgrade from EB2, right? And then the EB3 category started slowing down. So I think, keeping that in mind, you should always build a profile for an EB2, right? Whether it's bachelor's plus 5 years of experience or getting that master's degree, because when you need it, you can always downgrade to EB3 without going through the perm process again, right? So if EB3 in the future somehow moves faster by a year, right? Downgrading is going to be a benefit to you, right? Because your priority date will then move faster, right? And it'll really help your situation in terms of expediting and getting to your 45 application in a much more efficient manner.
All right. Thank you so much for answering.
Are you an IT consultant seeking a new opportunity? We offer job placement services for US citizens, green cards, EADs, and visa holders. We also sponsor various work visas like H1B, E3, TN, and green cards. 20 plus years of experience in the industry. Exceptional employee benefits. Highly rated by our employees. Global presence with 200 plus recruiters and direct clients. Connect with us. Call us on the number 833-412-8472 or mail us at support@higheritpeople.com or visit our website www.higheritpeople.com.